Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another 3v3 Rome 2 battle for you today, and this is a glorious siege battle as we have already got a sally out here as the Nervii dare to sally out against Sparta here and Rome, two superpowers, and Nervii is going to try and take them on in this little bit of a skirmish here. We have two guerrilla sword units going out, and they are taking on, looks like, Legionary Cohort and Royal Spartans. I don't think this is a fight they're going to be winning. Already at 128 men and wavering. Jeez. We're actually seeing a little flank here by another guerrilla sword unit trying to get in behind. Do some damage to this Legionary Cohort. But I do not know if they're really going to succeed. Actually, even have Legionary Cavalry come in, and my gosh. All hell has descended on those two guerrilla sword units. But yes, we have three superpowers here assaulting. We have Sparta, we have Rome, and we have Seleucids. All kind of like superpowers in there, sort of like different little corner of the world. And then we have Carthage, we have Nervii, and we have Boii defending here today in this glorious 3v3. And apparently, some elephants go insane in this siege battle. It's definitely worth sticking around to see what they do. Put your bets in. Who do you think is going to win? Do you think it's going to be the attackers led by Rome or the defenders led by Carthage? As a nasty volley comes in there from the hillman on those Iberian cavalry there as they desperately try to get past. We've also got some Median cavalry here trying to catch up with them. I mean, these are light cavalry, these Iberian cavs, so they should really outpace the Median cav. It does seem as though they are going to kind of get caught a little bit. Got archers here, mercenary Cretan archers. I think they were on fire at will because they've been activated, and really they should not be firing. They should not be wasting ammo on cavalry and hillmen. Should be waiting for the more elite stuff like pikes and even of course the elephants to come up. Yeah, you can see I think this cav was maybe trying to join up with the Nervii troops that are still fighting over there, by the way. One unit is at least anyway. Guerrilla swords here, but we have Praetorians as well flanking around. This is a very elite Roman army I'm seeing here. We've got armored legionaries as well and legionary cohort here. Scaring for another sally out here from the heavy horse of Boii. So the defenders all sallying out in this siege battle. Very, very bold. I mean, usually you keep like your troops inside and try and hope that you can win through that. I mean, sallying out I'd only do if like a certain army that was brought was vulnerable, but I mean, it seems like Sparta, Rome, and Seleucids were all really ready for this. But yes, if you're enjoying Rome 2 and want to see some more epic battles, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment showing support. We're working towards 7k subs. We're getting really close, guys. So if you haven't already and you want to see more Total War action, make sure to sub and hit that notification bell so you know when the next battle is out. Periodically hoplites. They're already getting javied down to pieces by these axe warriors here. Yeah, this is not a good start for these periodical hoplites. I mean, they're certainly the weaker Spartan hoplites, but they're still very heavy spears. It's incredible. Like, Sparta's roster is incredibly good. I mean, they have some of the only units with like super heavy infantry, like the Heroes of Sparta. I mean, their pikes as well are like super heavy, if I remember correctly. So yeah, incredibly good. And as you can see here, the periodically are sort of winning, but I think the Axe Warriors are only here to throw some javies and that's it. And they already did like a lot of damage. They've killed like 50 guys with the javies here. Really nasty. And it looks like they're throwing up a really light defense to start with, like Axe Warriors as we've seen over there. And we've got Celtic Warriors as well. Lots of units that are going to be very good with their javies, and then maybe a bit of a charge after, do some damage, but not too much. Sparta on the attack, by the way, is a really bold move. Like, they are a heavily spear infantry unit. They're not supposed to be attacking. You have these guys defending. As you can see here, the javies again into the Heroes of Sparta as they come off the wall. These guys, elite spear units here, being already committed. It's very bizarre to see the Heroes of Sparta being sent in so early. But here we go, javies going in. How many did they, oh, they killed like 5 or 6. Oh no, maybe more than that. More like 10. These poor, like, well, it says Spartan pikes, but they're not the Heroes of Sparta. Spartan pikes are also coming up, though. Pikes over a tower is a really risky business. I'm going to see more periodical. Sparta's really going, like, balls to the walls here with his assault. He's landing everything really early on, and he doesn't give a damn if it's pikes or if it's elite infantry. It's going over the walls. And he's just getting jabbed. He needs to charge in. He needs to close the gap. He's losing a lot of men. Like, this periodical helped, like, down to 120 men as well. It's also a lot of men. Here we go. Finally, I mean, we're seeing some sort of action a little bit. We're also seeing a lot of, well, we've got a hillman over here actually burning towers, which is not a bad idea. We also have an artillery crew. I hope that's out of ammo. I don't know where the artillery was exactly, but hopefully that was out of ammo. Scythe chariots, and we have Syrian armored elephants back here. Oh boy, they better do well. But yeah, so it looks like we're going to see a big assault in a moment from Thorok's hoplites here from Seleucids. Rome is starting to land as well. We now have veteran legionaries landing, though they are getting jarried to pieces by fierce swords here of Nervii. So it looks like Rome is going to be facing off against a barbarian faction. Usually that goes in favor of Rome, but we will see today. It looks like Carthage will face Seleucids, and then it will be Sparta versus Boii. For the most part, unless they are like all over the place, but it doesn't seem like it's the case. It seems as though Boii is sticking to this little corner of the map, and his sword followers are doing a good job. Perico hoplites being forced back onto the wall. I think they're trying to take out this ballista crew. Worry about like the hundreds of swordsmen that are trying to kill you right now, Sparta. That's what I'd be worried about. Perico hoplites here, poking away. Sparta being pretty passive. I mean, it usually is. That's the problem with the Sparta attack. It is usually a passive attack because it's spears. It's really difficult for you to break through. Which I guess is why he's got Rome here. Rome is a really good faction for breaking through. It's got really heavy swords. I mean, it's also just Rome. They're just good. I mean, the game's not called Rome 2 for a reason. Libyan infantry here. I mean, the Romans are kind of struggling here. The veteran legionary's already losing. I mean, these ones have just landed, I guess, but they're taking some losses already. These Samnite warriors, which are a really good unit, they've got really high melee attacks. They're really good, like, shock infantry, really. They're doing really well. I mean, Libyan infantry is supporting. These Romans are certainly squished between some pretty solid units. They're really trying to force their way through, and they're losing decisively. I think because they keep trying to change formation and who they're attacking. Yeah, Rome is really just landing in a very small, narrow area. I mean, he's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towers? And they're all in the same spot. You really need to stretch out. This is the thing with this map. It's a really long wall. It's really difficult for the defenders to hold all of it. But it seems like Carthage is... Yeah, Carthage kind of helping against Rome, and he's going to take on Seleucids. So he's taking up a lot of duties right now. And he's doing all right. Rome is making no progress here. This was sent in by a member of my Discord, so if you want to send in your own replays to be covered on the channel, feel free to join the Discord. The link's down below in the description, and it's the best place to send in your own replays to then be featured on the channel and get your name lit up in fame for a few moments. Or maybe not. Maybe if you did really badly in the game, maybe you'll be embarrassed. Who knows? Sparta, though, as you can see, Perico hoplites already being supported here by Spartan pikes. They actually managed to get in with very little issues. I'm seeing mercenary Cretans here being routed, though. I presume they've been... Yeah, they look like they've been focused down by Celtic bowmen. That's actually very surprising. Unless these Cretans weren't firing, that's a very surprising victory for the Boii archers, because Celtic bowmen are not that great. Did he bring a lot of Helots? He brought Rhodian slingers. Oh dear. Sparta's definitely made a wrong decision bringing in 2 Rhodian slingers. He should have just brought more archers. Slingers are really difficult in most total wars to get into a good position to actually work really well. They kind of need to be on like a flat or like raised area. Kind of hard sometimes to get that in a battle, especially when you're like archers can arc over like front lines and shoot. Slingers, it's kind of a bit more difficult for them to do that. It does seem as though they've routed the Perico hoplites here. Spartans going to have to land some more troops. He's got some Royal Spartans on the way already. Already dropping Royal Spartans is a bad sign. Sparta's nearly got all of his troops inside already. Like, that's a bad sign. And we've got Syrians as well. Oh, no, not Syrians. Velites. Where were they? Yeah, Velites already over here as well, being routed. Why Rome brought Velites, I don't know. You should just be bringing Syrian Archers, which is, in fact... In fairness, he only brought 1 of these guys, but I'd bring just 1 Balearic Slinger then. Well, already Rome's throwing in things like Evocati Cohort. He's already throwing in his armored legionaries, and Praetorians I've seen in here as well. I mean, there are Praetorians. I can see the purple capes. They're in fact they're pulling through, which I mean that's poor from Rome. But yeah, the Romans really pinned in against this wall. I mean, to be honest, the prolonged fighting will work in favor of Rome. They'll be able to bring up fresh troops. Why Nervii and Carthage won't. Like, they're throwing in a lot of bodies on Nervii and Carthage here to stop Rome. Praetorians losing decisively. I don't even know where this Praetorian unit is. It's just all over the place. This is like not 104 men for sure. So I don't know where they quite are. Seleucid as well, really taking his time and landing, and this is costing his team. Really is costing his team. And he's wasting ammo. He's just jabbing at this wall here. Don't know if you can see that. He's just jabbing at this wall trying to get out this ballistic crew. He needs to be careful. Things like that. We're seeing really good angles here for the Syrian Archers. I mean, these guys right now are able to fire along the line and shoot all these Romans that are engaged in the flank. So that, I'm sure, is really helping with the fight down here. And Rome currently at the moment is getting out-positioned because of just how narrow-minded his attack is. Fierce swords here dueling with periodically hoplites. I'm not really sure why I brought periodically when he could just brought spawns. I'm pretty sure the spawn hoplites are really cheap. Periodically are cheaper, but they're just not the same. Spartan pikes going in. That's not a good fight there for the Axe Warriors. They do not want to be in this fight here against super heavy pikes. Which is going to just poke me to death. So they're throwing in more periodically hoplites. Yep. It seems like they just spammed out these periodically hoplites, and here is the Sparta. In all honesty, if you're going to do Sparta on the attack, you have to A, be really good at doing it, and also just putting the Spartan hoplites. They're much better. I mean, Royal Spartans are good, and he has brought them as well, yes, but if you don't have like all that money, just spam out Spartan hoplites. They're really good, and like Sparta's basic infantry is a pain to get through. That's what's so good about Sparta. Their basic infantry is so elite that, like, when you get to their elite stuff, you just want to like Alt F4. You don't want to stick around. We're seeing Royal Spartans and the general now landing. There is actually a Spartan unit all the way back here as well, these periodical hoplites. I hope he's not forgot about them. He needs to bring them up. The Sparta is running out of boys. Balance power is certainly in favor of the defenders at the moment. The attackers certainly have not made any sort of progress. They need to take things like a gate or open up a breach to allow things like the elephants and the chariots to get in and actually make a difference. They also need to bring up the archers and try and just shoot into these big blobs of defenders and try and help their supporting infantry, because really that is the problem. This is one of the big problems with this assault. Here we go. Romans still battling away here, chugging their way through these troops. I mean, I don't know how many defenders how many reserves the defenders have, but they've got things like mercenary Iberian swords, which bizarrely they've left at the back. They've still got lots of Libyans over here. More Libyans, more Iberians. Yes, to be fair, they sound like they look like they're pretty well defended in depth anyway on that side there. And actually, these Iberian swords can focus down. I mean, if there's more things like Iberian swords defending for Carthage, that's not a good sign if it comes to late game. I mean, we've still got a long time in this game left. Rome is going to have to start pulling his thumb out, though, because he's lost a lot of troops early on here. And Rome's, like, really the backbone of this army. He's got the good swords. I mean, his troops are just really elite. I mean, so are Sparta's, but his are spears. That's the problem. He's making progress, though. Royal Spartans making their way through. And that one's an Oathsworn already. This is not a good sign. Royal Spartans versus Oathsworn. I would expect the Oathsworn to win this one. The Royal Spartans put up a good fight, I'm sure. I mean, the thing is with Spartans, I always feel like they need support from archers. Give them support from archers, and they'll do really well. Because the Spartans will hold them in place, and the archers can then just focus down and kill everything. Fine along this line. They look like they might have the gate. They look like they were capturing it, that's for sure. It's certainly neutralized. I mean, now, if you're... Yeah, I mean, he actually is doing this. That's really good. But he needs to do a little bit more. He needs to get more archers. He's got an angle here, you see. He's actually managed to hold these units up. These Royal Spartans are doing a good job. He needs to focus on these sword followers and kill them. And then he's got a little pathway through. He's actually, you know, made some progress. Boei certainly seems like he's... I mean, he's not short of reserves, but he's just keeping all his reserves further back. His Oath one all the way back there. So Boei might be the one to break through. But who knows? It seems as though, like, Rome is going to manage that. Yeah, it looks like Rome is going to get off the walls. But the cost of, like, manpower, like, he's got Praetorians left and a few armored legionaries, but he's lost a lot of infantry here. Like, there are a lot of dead Romans down there. And Carthage is quite happy to retreat because he's done the damage he needs to. Like, if we look down here, there are a lot more dead Romans than there are anything else. Just look at the Roman shields. They're the easiest things to identify. Yeah, there's a lot of dead Romans down there. I mean, there's also a lot of dead Carthaginians, but I certainly think the Carthaginians came out better than the Romans in that one. And they're going to try and catch this Libyan infantry. It's not a bad idea. Try and catch as many units and slow down Carthage's retreat, and also just get some free kills. I mean, this Libyan infantry is losing. Clearly, Seleucus is going to play... Well, he's going to have to take a big role now in this siege, because he's got a lot of fresh infantry. And he has, like, all the heavy stuff, like elephants and scythe chariots, which could do really well. He hasn't brought any spears, but he's got, like, silver shield swords. He's got thorax. Doing okay. I mean, I would have brought Royal Peltas instead of silver shield, but take all the elites you can get at this moment. Fierce swords in here, still battling on with legionaries, so they're retreating. And as you can see here, Sparta looks like he's going to try and flank around, and he's going to try and support, because his Royal Spartans here are surrounded and are in trouble. The Nervii had got them in a good spot. The Spartans don't know how to surrender. They don't know how to retreat. They'll fight on. This one here doing okay. I mean, they're fighting against Heroes of Sparta and Royal Spartans. So, I mean, they're doing a good job if they're managing to hold them back. Sword followers over here look like they're sort of beating the general. Maybe. You need to be careful of that. Sparta certainly is short on troops. And we're now seeing another sally out by the Boei. Boei's camp did survive. He did manage to get out of there. And luckily, Rome kept his legionary cav over there, though it does look like it's losing. We're now seeing Median Cav on its way, along with the Elephants, all being rushed over. One unit comes outside the walls, and every cavalry unit that the defenders have, or the attackers have, is being mobilized over here. Boei did rout the Roman Cav, but it does not matter because the Median Cav has arrived from the Seleucids. And like I said, the Seleucids need to start thinking about getting these Syrian armored elephants inside, trying to find a way through. It seems like they're basically like everything's undefended over here. It just seems like they're just going to get in with no sort of fight. The Seleucids, they're very lucky. The Romans will be fuming because they've had to fight tooth and nail for every inch of ground. Same with the Spartans. Spartans just lost a Royal Spartan unit there that we just saw surrounded. I mean, Rome's still over here in good number. He's got, like, a good amount of troops. But he keeps... It looks like he's... I don't know if he's pulling through, but he keeps, like, shifting his formation. Like, this unit over here, I don't know where it's going, but every time it just moves away from the fight, it's losing men. It just needs to stay there. Like, it's losing decisively now. He needs to just stay in the fight and be fine. Stay in the fight, boys. Fight for your emperor. I mean, these Praetorians should do pretty well. We've got two chevrons. I mean, I say that, they're already dropping kind of quickly. They have 2 chevrons. They should do pretty well. These fierce swords have got no armor. They should be kind of screwed. But yeah, it's not looking good. Sparta's kind of looking like he's already out. He's down to, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units? So, yeah, he's got no archers. Just the spear units left. It's not a good start. I mean, balance power is sort of still even. I guess maybe the defenders did lose kind of a lot in that first initial assault. It just seems like they have... At the moment, it doesn't seem like there's any holes yet appearing in this defense for the defenders. Well, on the other hand, it seems as though Sparta, especially, and Rome are bleeding troops. Oswald now going in behind. They found a little gap. They snuck in. Then they're going to go after the Spartan general. Try and do some damage there. I mean, again, they just need to be careful. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to go in here. Take out these Royal Spartans who have turned to face him. So let's see what they do. The answer is probably stand here and prepare to die. And there are archers coming in there to support. I mean, if they can kill Nervii's general, that could certainly help with morale. I mean, you can see here, the Syrian heavy archers are focusing this unit down. Doing a lot of damage actually now. And these Spartans need to chase. They need to chase hard. Looks like they're going to try and rout this general here. Yep, and they'll probably do it. Sparta's general is gone. And there you go. Sparta might be out of the game with that, but he has got some pretty decent morale, if I remember correctly. Let's have a look. Base morale 76. Yeah, very good for the Royal Spartans. I think most of these are Royal Spartans left. Well, Perioca 45 morale. That is not so good, but it's still okay. I mean, let's compare it to Hillman. Hillman have 35. Actually, you know what? Perioca hot plates. I've only got 10 more than Hillman. That is surprising. You learn something new every day. Yep, Rome and Seleucus look like they're now moving into this sort of like next tier. The Seleucus are already fighting in here and they're being held in a really good position. Boii is being able to hold him back. He is losing the fight, but so is Seleucus as he gets shot in the back by Gallic and Cretan archers. Being shot right in the back as these sword followers hold him in place. Just for now, they need to do it long enough that the archers can do their job and get the kills. And you imagine, yeah, look at this. Thorax down to 56. Sword followers at 70. They're going to win this fight. And hopefully, that is the last time we see any Seleucids in there. It seems as though Seleucids in Rome have managed to free up this little spot as well. Might be able to flank around. Support Sparta in his dying need. Oh, Carthage's general Noble Cav went up. I think maybe just to charge the silver shields. And he did a decent job. I mean, I don't know if they all died when getting over the wall, but they've lost 30 men already and losing decisively. I would suggest maybe that Noble Cav had something to do with it. Not a good start here for the attackers, but there is still time. Balance power, like I said, very even. So, plenty of time still in it. And I hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, do remember to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. And make sure you still got plenty of snacks and drinks, because there is plenty more bloodshed to come. I mean, Boii is starting to lose here. Even though he's had the archer support, he's starting to waver. Celtic bowman retreating. I can't imagine these Spartan troops have got insanely good kills. I'll be surprised if many of them got over 100. I just don't see it as a very effective way to be getting kills. That's just me. I feel like on the defense, yes. On the attack, no, not at all. Defense as well are so key because they have such good morale. So they can hold for a long, long time. Sword followers are winning as well against these Pericles hoplites. Oswald down here to 46 in fact. And dropping. If they can kill this general, like I said, for Nervii, might do some damage to morale. Certainly for Nervii anyway. But as you can see, we'll go to the strategic map quickly. I mean, it looks pretty even on numbers. I mean, I'm sure there are more defenders back here somewhere. I feel like Carthage got out with more than what we're seeing. I know obviously we have like the fog of war on, but yeah, you can see mercenary noble fighters coming forward, Libyan infantry as well. So yeah, Carthage bringing forward that infantry it does no longer need on his side, and he's going to try and use it to just try and stop Rome and Sparta, who are making a bit of progress. Mainly Rome with the support of Seleucids, but still. Sparta did do initially okay, but it's a really rough game to try and play Sparta on the attack. And we're actually seeing fire arrows. I'm really surprised about that because they're pretty ineffective unless you're trying to burn stuff down. I think maybe the player realized he was doing something foolish and stopped it pretty quickly. Like I said, I also want to see these elephants go in and get some very, very nice kills. Whether we will, I don't know. But they do hold the gate, or they should hold the gate. He's going up. Seleucid's emblem is going up. The silver shield swords are in there. These Nervii troops, you know what? I mean, they are only archers. They're doing a good job they were holding here. I mean, it seems like they're now going to be sacrificed and they're going to retreat at the defenders and maybe try and get a better position. We've got Syrian Archers here. These guys got ammo left. No, they got their daggers out, which is always a sign that they don't. This is always a sign that they have no ammo left. Armored legionaries and their tiny little testudos. Is that what it's come to? Rome forming testudo to try and survive. I mean, he's got very few fresh units. Well, really none. This wild assault over here really cost him a lot of troops. And it seems like now the defenders, the attackers are taking their time. They're going to slow down a bit. They're going to use archers, focus things down, which is always a good idea. They're going to shoot these Cretans. Might want to shoot some other things as well, like combats that they're losing. Maybe trying to even it up. What we got here? We got Thor spears coming to support the the silver shields. Pretty good choice. The silver shields and various other things just getting ready. It seems like I said, Seleucus is just now taking control of all actions, and yeah. So and now, well, they have most of the men left, so they do take control of most actions, and they're going to be the ones to lead the assault. And it seems like they want to weaken the enemy before they even try anything. It looks like oh, I thought we were about to see the elephants go inside. They're just changing formation. Tempt me like that. Don't tempt me like that, Syrian Elephants. Oh boy, these guys look awesome. Really do. Look at these. Syrian armored elephants. Awesome, awesome unit. Cav going in. Is he going to try and slow down the enemy? I think it might be. This isn't Attila. Cav's not that insane on infantry. And oh, that's just going to only achieve a lot of dead horsemen. That was a really nasty jabby throw there by the Libyan infantry, covering their Boii comrades. And they've, yeah, just jabbied that Median Cav unit to pieces. We've got a general here, noble horse, getting ready. I mean, we've got some, like, more swords here. I mean, got some pretty meh ones and some very, very good ones. So yes, interesting to see what they're going to do. And we've got Oswald now getting shot on the flank. Certainly looks like we are coming to the end, and Rome is actually still alive, bizarrely. And we actually have the defenders as well defending the cap point. I honestly thought they might hold the wall the entire time. They looked like they were going to. They throw that much stuff forward. But yeah, we've got Thorax as well waiting in the wings. They're going to try and flank around, go past this pool here, and then you can get up behind here. So there are two ways into this final cap point, which is, I believe it's just this cap point here around this little stone circle. Syrian heavy archers, again getting up. They've got plenty of ammo left, it seems. I mean, really needs to get flanking shots. That's the best sort of shots you want to get. It does a lot of damage to the enemy. Shooting a shield wall or just head on at a unit is just not the most effective way to get kills. Unless you have, I don't know, an MG42, then maybe it is. And again, like I said, really just being a bit patient now. The elephants are in. The scythe chariots are as well. The scythe chariots are nasty in this game. I mean, it's like one of the only units along with elephants I'd say it's okay to pull through. Because that's kind of how they work. They operate best with like going through units. If you keep them like stuck in a unit, they just die. And I feel like that's perfectly fair because that's how a chariot works. You just knock over units and you carry on. Chariot stop the no one. Got a Hellenic Cataphract as well, which is a pretty good cavalry unit at charging into infantry. And you can see here, Thoros Spears going up. They really don't want to engage this general with the Thoros Spears here. If they could possibly get this Thoros Spear into this choke point here, and then have the infantry and like maybe the chariots and stuff come up, they could kill off these mercenary noble fighters, these Cretans, really easily. It's another small little win there, and then they're in behind and they're ready for this attack on the rear. And it does, to be fair, look like there is not much left for the defenders. The defenders look, if this is it that they've all got along with all the stuff out here, the defenders are in a real short supply of troops. Well, but the only problem is there is more and more. It seems like there's more and more Carthaginians revealing themselves every other minute. Right now, Thoros Spears going in, doing some pretty nasty attacks. Here we go. It's going to be the Silver Shield against the Mercenary Noble Fighters. You imagine the Mercenary Noble Fighters will win this. They're healthier. They're better, I think. Only a bit, but I think they are better. Silver Shields are one of the most overrated units to bring. Yeah, 43 melee attack. Mercenary Noble Fighters are 56. Ridiculous. Oh, Cav coming in here as well. Bow-eyed Cav. Coming out of nowhere. These Thoros were just not ready. They're losing decisively. We're seeing Romans now shift up here as well. Tiny little Evocati units and a decently sized armored legionary, but that is all that Rome has really to offer. Now seeing Iberians go in, going to try and support against the Romans that are arriving, along with the general. And look at that already. Silver Shield swords broken. And his mercenary noble fighters barely lost a man. But it just seems like they're going to put a lot of pressure on this side now, which is probably the right move. I mean, there's only so many units you can throw up this one choke point here. And I mean, the Oathsworn, well, they will get beaten probably by Thorax here. Armored legionaries against Iberian infantry, so it's not a fair fight. These poor Iberians. There you go. The Romans getting forced back. Getting charged again by Cav. This is relentless. Yeah, his legionary is losing. And more Silver Shields coming up. Are they going to go for round 2 with the Mercenary Noble Fighters? If they are, I don't think they'll win. These guys are the best way to kill them. Archers or to surround them. Or pikes, I guess, as well. Any of those options would work. Yeah, look, there's just more and more Carthaginians coming out. I mean, they're weak units. But it just seems like Carthage, I mean, actually it looks like he's pulled away troops from here and he's going over here. So Carthage looks like he's going to make a stand here in this sort of choke point sort of thing that's going on here. Rome is just relentlessly throwing in troops right now. I mean, whatever he has left, he's like, you know what, go die a proper way, like a proper Roman way. These guys are nuts. I thought that was the Spartans. They're usually nuts with their laws. As these guys get tired, more tired, that they will start to die. And they actually are, to be fair now. Mercenary Noble Fighters losing decisively to Armored Legionaries, which are also losing. That is bizarre. Armored Legionaries have 63 melee attack. And they've got a few chevrons on them, so That probably doesn't help. 270 kilos for these legionaries, and 301 for that one. My gosh, Rome has done very well with his infantry, or certainly these two have done well. Maybe they have killed off a bunch of troops. It just seemed like where he just was not making any progress. And you can see the Seleucids still making no progress. It seems like they're where they might defeat the defenders. We're going to need to see introduction from elephants or chariots soon. I feel like if they're going to break through this. It's starting to be a serious amount of blobbing. If they're still worried about like things like Syrian Archers, they've got to try and kill them somehow. Like Cav, I mean, I think they still had some Cav maybe alive. No, they used it up. I guess they got their generals, but they don't want to throw them away. Seleucids on this side need to start pushing. I know it's only 2 infantry units, but it will distract Carthage. And I'll take troops away from here because a lot of these troops here are weakened. There aren't many fresh Carthaginian troops in here. And the rest of the Seleucids right now is distracting Boii. So, really they need to get a move on that far side. What's this, a Greek ballista over here? What's he doing? Is he capturing this tower or something? What a weird thing. But yeah, he needs to get moving on this side now. And just trying to... Yeah, there you go. The order's given. He realizes he needs to get moving. And he needs to start flanking and threatening Carthage's rear. Because this is a losing fight. If he just stands here, he will lose. He will die. Elephants on their way in. Oh boy. Here we go. He's going to retreat the armored legionaries and his Praetorians. And he's going to throw in the elephants. Really well done there. I think that is probably the best to give these guys the best charge they can get. Elephants going in and they're going to run through these units. And the archers, look, they're out of ammo. They've been sent in. This is even worse for the enemy. For the defenders. These guys are out of ammo. Yeah, oh no, this is the worst fear possible for the defenders. They run out of ammo as the elephants come in. And they're just running through these units right now. Really nicely done. No one's actually really trying to pin them down. We've got a general, or no, heavy horse coming in. Maybe he needs to pin down the elephants. I don't know. They're not exactly the best unit to stop Cav is not the best unit to stop elephants. But they might need to be sent in. Syrian armored elephants here. Oh boy, they're starting to do stuff. And all of a sudden, it looks like maybe the Carthaginians could get squished here between the reinforcing Seleucids and the Romans led by Syrian armored elephants here. And they're going in. No real spears either to stop them. Even if they had like one sacred band or one Carthaginian hoplite or like throw spears or something like that. I know they can't get those sort of, but that sort of unit, they do a lot of damage to these elephants as well. Yeah, the elephants actually crushing Libyans right now. And the Carthaginians probably just thinking, we're usually the guys with elephants. What the heck? Why have these guys got elephants? How many kills they got? 430 kills already. Oh boy, they're doing damage. They're out of control. A good javelin throw there by the Libyans. Rome needs to be careful about his own infantry. But yeah, these Syrian armored elephants out of control is not a good thing. They'll start to kill friend and foe now. And it looks like Roman's smartly retreating his general. Probably a good idea in case he somehow gets trampled. Back under control, though, all just like that. Syrian armored elephants doing their bit. These thorax need to get moving. They could have gotten to this breach before the Osworm got in. And they could also just try and jabby this general here. Looks like he's going to go in. Is he going to try and stop the elephants? He is. Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea. He just got jabbed in the back by the thorax swords, and now he's going to challenge elephants. Elephants, which are, by the way, on silver chevrons, and on how many kills? 520 kills. And it's only going up. They engaged on here yet? Yeah, okay. So it looks like we've got thorax swords going in against swordfallers. Swordfallers actually winning that fight. I don't know if it's because they got the charge off, maybe? Or the thorax have been retreating a bit. But yeah, they're going to win here by the looks of it. I mean, until they have to face the next couple of units. Well, maybe. Both units look like they're losing. But yeah, Boii really short troops right now. And there you go. The general for Carthage is starting to die. And he is gone. Rome is also chain routing, though. This is not a good sign. It looks like it is going to be down to just Seleucids. Rome just has this general left and some archers. Sparta has 1 unit of Perioikoi, and then it is just Seleucids here, who is clutching up. Hellenic Cataphracts also trying to go in. They're now routing these units here of the Libyans. Really nicely done. And there you go. The Elephants have dealt with all these problems over here. And now if they can get them under control, they are active. They're perfectly fine. 600 kills. If those Elephants can get in there, they could go and get even more kills. Against these Oathsworn, and they're retreating, as you can see. Retreating the Seleucids. And in go the Elephants. Going to try and get their charge bonus. Not too bad. Look at that. They just plow through the units. And they're going to start to die soon. Yep, one has already dropped. And when one drops, the rest start to drop. Out of control. Oh, that's dangerous. But I mean, yeah, this Oathsworn unit very badly banged up now. 100 men left. Never a good sign. Never a good sign. I think this defense is down to, what, 3 Oathsworn units? Some of the best infantry around, but I don't know if it'll stop all this infantry here. Balance power is shifting in favor of the attackers now. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't seen the Scythe Chariots going yet. They've actually lost one. They must have been in combat somewhere, but just didn't really feature. Here we go. Elephants going in for round 2. This poor cat. Oh, this one's going to die. Oh, dear. They are starting to drop, like I said. And there you go. I mean, they're out of control, but they did manage to rout another Oathsworn unit. I guess that's a win. If they can get these guys under control, they're going to charge and throw men. Oh, no, they're not. Oh yeah, they are. Bring them down. I think it does damage to them. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't kill them. I thought it did. I thought when you charge and show men and out of control, it did kill them. Doesn't seem like it does. Certainly it's not a help. Oh, maybe it does. 43 men left. I think it does, you know. Just took like a minute to come through, maybe. Side chariots are on the way. That was not a good charge from the side chariots. I don't know what that was. Oh, here they go. Now they go. Now they go. The side chariots are running in there. These Oathsworn don't really stand a chance. Best way to kill side chariots, I think, is with Javies and Archers. Or Cav. I guess if you can pin the chariots down with cavalry. That usually works. And now we're seeing a rout on this side from the Oathsworn. They broke at 89 men, surprisingly. My gosh. Thorax now in there. I mean, you can see it's only the Oathsworn general left. That is all that's left. And he's starting to rout now. As you can see, the Elephants and the infantry just too much for him. And the Oathsworn are defeated along with the rest of the defenders. And we have a costly victory there for Rome. And my God, was it. I thought they were finished. The Romans threw away so many troops at the beginning of that fight. And I did not expect them to turn it around. But yeah, well done to Consul of Rome, who was playing as Rome. He sent this one in. Of course, his name suggests he always has to play as Rome, but he's done a very good job there. Well done as well to Alan and to Humber, who were playing as the attackers. Well done to Collector, to Stinky Socks, and to Tej, who were all playing as defenders. Everyone had a really good game, I felt, in that one. Everyone really contributed in some way. Maybe, I think Sparta was maybe at the weakest game. Yeah, his infantry, some of it did okay, but some did not do so great. We'll go over Consul Rome's kills first. 134 kills of these Syrian Archers. 380 kills of the armored legionaries, 332 with another there, 301, some incredible kills. Even though I felt like they were just getting pinned to the wall, they seemed to just keep killing, it seems. They did really well, actually, most of this infantry. 169 with Evocati cohort, 177 with another there. Legionary cohort, 237. Praetorians, 342 kills. Yeah, his veterans did not do so well, which is why I was under the assumption that Rome was just going to get defeated at the walls. Like these guys, just these 3 units here particularly just got annihilated, and the Velites were killed off pretty quickly. Alan playing as Seleucids. I mean, his Hellenic Cataphracts getting 99 kills. He got Mercenary Armored Elephants here with 744 kills. My gosh. Side Chariots 97 right at the end there. You've got his Syrian Heavy Archers 146 kills, but most of them doing really well. Silver Shields, one did really poor, which shows that I personally think they're overrated, but the other one got 431 kills. So both ends of the scale really there, like how good they could be and how bad they can be as well. Thorax Swords getting 142 kills. And then we've got Humber, who was playing as Sparta. 110 kills with the Royal Spartan General. 137 kills with his Greek Ballista. His Archers getting 70 kills. His Slingers 50. 210 kills with the Royal Spartans. 285 with another there. And 273. So that shows how good the Royals are. That's why you bring, I think, the basic ones as well. Because these periodically hoplites just aren't as good, I don't think. I mean, 203 kills though is exceptional for them, but the rest, yeah, just did not do that well. Here's a Sparta getting about 150 kills, and his Spartan Pikes getting 170 kills. Then we have the Collector playing as Nervii, 120 kills with the O-Swarm, 188 with his Gallic Hunters. Fierce Swords getting 225 kills, and his O-Swarm getting 167. Out of the 3 defenders, I'd say he possibly did the worst, but only because I feel like he died the quickest. Nervii just wasn't there at the end. To see out the game, which is just fair enough. He just held against Sparta, and him and Sparta basically killed each other off. Boei, also on the defense here, you can see 141 kills with his Heavy Horse, 107 with his Celtic Bowman, and then we've got what else? We've got Axe Warriors here, 100 with 94 kills, 178 with this one here, and 103 with the Sword Followers. 118 with the Sword Followers here, and 246 with another one there. Really nicely done. Tej playing as Carthage. 132 kills with his Syrian Archers. 134 with another. His Libyan Infantry getting 106, 115, 159. Iberian Swords, 146 kills. Mercenary Noble Fighters getting 255 and 227 kills. So some very, very good kills there for his infantry. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And my God, did those elephants do well. Hopefully they do excellent in the next one. Bye for now.